The players are warming up. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Tip-off is next. Full athleticism on display for Wiggins right there. Quickly takes it to the rim. Anderson buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. Boom! With the block. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio just casually drops it in. Pulls up from mid-range, knocks it down. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio finishes with a commanding slam. Shoots from right under the rim. Whoa, bit of bad luck on that attempt. Oh my goodness, what a move. Rises up. Wiggins, an explosive finish at the rim. A contested shot. Whoa, great D. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Shoots with conviction. That was not a good chance. Fading from mid-range. Booker. Shot is good. And we're all tied up. Boom! Blocks the shot. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio throws the hammer down. The defender is shaking off on that one. Blows by the D. The defender cannot keep up. Gets a good look. Hits it. We're back to even now. Flash snatches on. Elevates. He did not just miss that. Anderson sends it away. Not much time left now. Watch out for the dunk. Scores with a dunk. Create space with the crossover. The defender cannot keep up. Fakes it, didn't shoot, fakes the shot. A wide open shot. Booker sinks the basket. The game is tied. Boy, rush deep. From right under the basket. Missed it. Goes straight for a three-pointer. Better slow it down now. Freezing the time with the posterizer. Goes up with strength. A miss. That shot was contested. Not a smart play. He's so crafty with the ball. Shoots a fader. Booker secures the two-pointer. Flash snatches on. Kind of forced that one. The defense was all over that shot. We got ourselves a tight ball game. Julio with the heavy slam. That's some solid defense. Full athleticism on display for Wiggins right there. Julio preparing for takeoff with the rack attack. Tie game, the pressure is on. The defender is shaking off on that one. A close range shot makes an easy basket. Going rush deep. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with an effortless dunk. A tough three-pointer. Cut down. A missed attempt from three. No. One. The shot is contested. Overtime. Get ready for some more action. An off-balance shot, no good. Okay, now, the opening tip. Gains the first possession. Boom! With the big rejection. Pump fakes. Create space with the crossover. Going for the dunk. Throws the hammer down. What an incredible assist. Fool with the great anticipation. Embiid, that's a clean block. To the paint, Wiggins with the heavy slam. It's all square now. What a game. Embiid just denies the shot. Going rush deep. Anderson with a big time block. Goes for a fadeaway. They're struggling on the offensive end. A fadeaway jumper hits it. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio just casually drops it in. Cut down. 4, 3, 2, open look, 1. Boom. Shot is good. And this one is in the books. This is a learning experience. I'm sure they'll come back stronger next time. Both teams are ready to go. The show will be underway soon. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by Meebo TV. Time for the tip-off. Wins the opening tip. Oh my goodness, what a move. A clever fake. Rises up. Julio, an explosive finish at the rim. Fakes the shot. Pump fakes. Shot clock winding down. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with a rim rattling dunk. It's a brand new ball game from now. A clever fake. Tight defense right there. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with a jaw-dropping dunk. Time is running out. Watch out for the dunk. Zion throws it down with authority. We're back to even now. Going rush deep. Great defense. Just denies the shot. Julio preparing for takeoff. Pure dominance on display right there. The defender is shaking off on that one. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. And we're all tied up. Going for with the dunk. Julio with the rack attack. The defender cannot keep up. Sets a solid screen. Ingram lays it in. Now that's too easy. Goes up for the layup. Julio nails the two-pointer. Blows by the D. Gets a good look. Shot clock about to expire. Ingram sinks the basket. It's a brand new ball game from now. Some tight defense here. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with an effortless dunk. A failed drive attempt with the big rejection. Going rush deep. Create space with the crossover. Paul makes a pass. Julio scores with a dunk. Fakes it, didn't shoot, cannot shake off the defender. A clever fake. An open mid-range. Missed the open shot. Oh my goodness, what a move. Julio preparing for takeoff. Throws the hammer down. Court leader activated. Zion with an unstoppable dunk. Throws down a ferocious slam. Going rush deep. There's still time for miracles. A forced shot and missed. To the paint. Are you kidding me? That's just not fair. Going rush deep. Driving for a layup. Julio lays it up and in. A failed drive attempt. Excellent pass. Pulls up from mid-range. Julio knocks it down. Cut down. Paul dishes the ball to his teammate. 4, 2, 1. Launches on top of defense. And that's the final buzzer. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. The players are making their entrance. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. We'll start with a jump ball, and we're underway. Blows by the D, a wide open shot. Off the mark on that one. The defender is shaking off on that one. Goes for a fadeaway. The D was too tight on that shot. Oh no, I don't want to see that miss again. Wide open for a three. Doncic. That's just way too easy. That's a nice dish. Open look. Julio secures the two-pointer. A successful contest by the defender. Nice D on that play. Quickly takes it to the rim. Shot clock winding down. Doncic weaves through traffic and scores. Julio prepared for takeoff. Julio with the rack attack. An open mid-range with a well-timed pick. George hits it. Going rush deep. The ball is stopped. That's a big body setting the pick. Julio scores with a dunk. Uncontested three-pointer. No good from the three-point line. Dream shake from Jokic. From right under the basket, Jokic lays it in. Now that's too easy. And they take the lead. Sensational move from Luka. Doncic hits it. That'll hurt the opponents. That player gives them the lead. Fakes it, didn't shoot. Gets a good look. Secures the two-pointer.
Good jobs.
A big basket. They got the lead. Create space with the cross. Jokic sends it away. Going rush deep. The shot is contested. Shot clock about to expire. Defense was all over. No hesitation for that shot. George. What a beautiful three. Another lead change in this heated game. Elevates with an effortless dunk. The game is tied. An open three on the way. Doncic drains the three-pointer. Julio prepared for takeoff. Julio, an explosive finish at the rim. Doncic hesitates, turns, and fades. A forced shot and miss. A clever pass. Julio prepared for takeoff. Julio with the posterizer. Every possession matters now. A step back shot. That's a bad shot. Dream shake from Jokic. A close range shot. Jokic has all sorts of ways to finish. Julio setting a screen. A long-range three-pointer. Spectacular shooting performance. The game is all tied up. Going rush deep. Jokic sets the screen. A wide-open shot. Shot is good. The defender cannot keep up. Cut down. That's a quick release. George hits it. Defense needs to be better now. And they're back on top. 2-1. And that's it. The game is over. It's a disappointing loss, but they'll learn from this and try harder next time.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you so like.
The players are making their entrance. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Okay, now, the opening tip. Oh my goodness, what a move. A tough shot. The defense was all over that shot. Great defense. The defender is shaking off on that one. Julio with the heavy slam. Blows by the D. Open look. Out of the bio. Sinks the basket. We're back to even now.
There's a 3 likes.
Pulls up from mid-range. Booker knocks it down.
Walang buhaya.
A fadeaway jumper. Nice D on that play.
Tayo.
Out of the bio. Setting a pick. Sensational move from Luka. Whoa, great D. Bad shot selection right there. Not a smart play. Oh my goodness, what a move. Not much time left now. Fakes the shot. A tough three-pointer. The D was too tight on that shot. Pump fakes. Create space with the crossover. Shoots a fader. Knocks it down. The defender cannot keep up. A wide open shot. Out of the bio. Secures the two-pointer. Going rush deep. To the paint. Porzingis just casually drops it in. Porzingis with a big-time block. Julio preparing for takeoff. Throws the hammer down. Out of the bio. Running the pick and roll. Gets a good look. Missed it. What a defensive effort from Julio. Going rush deep. Time is running out. Booker, that's a clean block. They just couldn't get a shot off in time. Porzingis with a well-timed pick. Open look, a two-pointer. Won't go. Blows by the D. Pulls up from mid-range. Doncic hits it. A clever fake. The defender cannot keep up. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio. Pure dominance on display right there. An open mid-range. Sinks the basket. Cannot shake off the defender. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio, an explosive finish at the rim. They're leading by a large margin. A wide open shot. Doncic. Shot is good. Going rush deep. Force the opponent to stop. Excellent pass. An open mid-range. Julio hits it.
Too late.
Out of the bio. Setting the pick. Goes up for the layup. Blew that one. Cut down. Not much time left now. 4, 2, Adebayo sinks the basket. 2, 1. Goes straight for a three-pointer. And that concludes our game. And there it is. A big win for them.
Again, shout out to the 2 viewers. Welcome.
The players are warming up. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. We'll start with a jump ball. Oh my goodness, what a move. Tight defense right there. George with the steal. Open look. The players are looking tired. Create space with a step back. Clarkson. Shot is good. Watch out for the dunk. Just casually drops it in. It's a brand new ball game from now. Out of the bio. Setting a screen. Step back and pops. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. Going for the alley-oop. Zion with the rack attack. The defender is shaking off on that one. Pump fakes. Gets a good look. Knocks it down. And we're all tied up. Fakes the shot. Attacking the basket. Julio lays it up and in. Lays it up. Buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. The game is tied. Going rush deep. Blocks the shot. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. With the block. Just too quick for the defense. Shot clock winding down. Clarkson secures the two-pointer. Julio running the pick and roll. George. Defenders are going to have a hard time now. That player gives them the lead. Out of the bio. Sets a solid screen. Pulls up from mid-range. Shot is good. And they take the lead. Out of the bio. Just denies the shot. That's a clean block. That's too far out. From way outside. I can't believe it. Going rush deep. Attacking the basket. Julio nails the two-pointer. Step back and pops. The touch isn't quite there today. Some Zion action right there. Zion throws down a ferocious slam. The game is tied. Wow, that was way too easy. Create space with a step back. Clarkson knocks down the three. Julio setting a screen. Julio blocks the shot. Fires away. 3 points off the board. Fakes it, didn't shoot. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with the heavy slam. We got ourselves a tight ball game. Out of the bio with a well-timed pick. Going for the dunk. Out of the bio. Scores with a dunk. Going rush deep. That's a deep 3. It's too hard to make a shot from that distance. A good look for 3. That's just way too easy.
Ya gitu sama bu.
With a big time block. An open mid-range. Hits it. Create space with the crossover. Cut down. 4, 3, 2. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. And that's it. The game is over. They couldn't get it done this time, but they'll bounce back.
Flexible D.
Both teams are ready to go. I'm sure we're in for a great game. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by Meebo TV. Tip-off is next. A difficult mid-range shot, a forced shot and missed. A tough shot. Nice D on that play. A successful contest by the defender. Whoa, great D. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with an effortless dunk. Bad shot selection right there. Ingram, what an impossible shot. We're back to even now. That shot was contested. Not a smart play. Pulls up from mid-range. Durant knocks it down. Adams sets a solid screen. Elevates. Wiggins with an effortless dunk. It's a brand new ball game from now. Julio preparing for takeoff with the rack attack. Open look. Missed the open shot. Gets a good look. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. Julio preparing for takeoff. Just casually drops it in. A wide open shot. Ingram sinks the basket. Going rush deep. Julio setting the pick. An open mid-range. Durant secures the two-pointer. Nurkic with the big rejection. Uncontested three-pointer. Ingram. What a beautiful three. Nurkic with the Nurk fade. A contested shot. Nurkic still manages to hit it. Gets a good look. Ingram knocks it down. Going rush deep. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio throws the hammer down. The defender cannot keep up. That's a nice dish. Oh my goodness, what a move. Some tight defense here. Pump fakes. Durant with the block. Shot clock about to expire. Ingram with the heavy slam. A wide open shot. Durant hits it. Adams running the pick and roll. Rises up. Adams scores with a dunk. Julio running the pick and roll. Elevates. Julio, an explosive finish at the rim. Pulls up from mid-range. Ingram. Shot is good. Going rush deep. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio with the rim-rattling dunk. Kinda forced that one. The defense was all over that shot. An open three on the way. Durant. 3 points off the board. Fires away. Ingram knocks down the three. Cut down. 4, 3. What an incredible assist. 2. Whoa, great D. And that's the final buzzer. What a performance from the home team. I'll see you next time.
Three MVPs. Kulang na lang pera.
The players are making their entrance. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. Time for the tip-off. Gains the first possession. The defender is shaking off on that one. Open look. Julio secures the two-pointer. Launches on top of defense. Better slow it down now. That shot was contested. The defense was all over that shot. Julio Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio finishes with a commanding slam. Sends it away. In open mid-range, Durant sinks the basket. Shoots from right under the rim. Too soft on the shot. A clever pass. A wide open shot. A two-pointer. Won't go. A good look for three. Oh, an unfortunate miss from downtown. Porzingis with a big-time block. Time is running out. Going rush D. Bad shot selection right there. Nice D on that play. A tough shot. A forced shot and missed. From right under the basket. Boom. Makes an easy basket. Quickly takes it to the rim. Durant nails the two-pointer. A step back shot. Defense was all over. Rises up. Adebayo with an effortless dunk. Going rush deep. A clever fake. A close range shot. Julio buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. Goes up with strength. Boom. Lays it up and in. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio throws the hammer down. Lays it up. Doncic's making it look easy inside. Julio preparing for takeoff. Julio scores with a dunk. KD swats it away. Fakes it, didn't shoot. Watch out for the dunk. Julio with a jaw-dropping dunk. Out of the bio. Setting a screen. A step back shot. Not a smart play. Fakes the shot. Pulls up from mid-range. Durant knocks it down. Such a smart pass from Doncic. Shoots from right under the rim. Blew that one. A large deficit to overcome with precious little time remaining. Julio preparing for takeoff. Just casually drops it in. Blows by the D. A close range shot. Too soft on the shot. Flash snatches on. Boom. Just takes the ball away. Creates space with the crossover. Doncic finds the open man. Shoots from right under the rim. Boom. Makes an easy basket. Going rush deep. Cut down. 4, 3. Boom. Sends it away. 2, 1. And that concludes our game. And they come away with the W.
Got to go. Thank you.